And welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground saying, hey, we're the best team in the league right now. One of these teams is going to come away with that level of confidence.
This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, with Allie LaForce reporting courtside. Let's take a look at the numbers for Naz Reid.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The wingmen are Sexton and Miller. Plugly out there with Williams, and it's Man in at the point. And for Minnesota, out to the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. Well, thinking back to last year, the 2024 NBA Cup Championship, the Bucks defeating the Thunder 97-81. With Giannis Antetokounmpo being named the MVP of the tournament.
Yeah, Giannis with a triple-double in that final in Vegas, but it was defense that won it for Milwaukee, holding the eventual NBA champion Thunder to just 33% from the field. OKC had just 31 points in the second half.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ballgame. Sexton's shot is good.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Clark, Naz Reid, a former 6-man award winner in this league.
Yeah, I tell you, he was given the nickname Big Jelly in high school, and it has stuck with him. In fact, they've got some great T-shirts with that on it. And to be honest, I like it. I just would like to know the backstory as to how he became Big Jelly. His game is pretty sweet, too. Tell you, I love the effort from the defense there, but inside, Reed just had the strength to overpower him.
Sexton for 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
And they only want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Oh, here's Edwards. Last game with 30 points. The 3. Plumlee with the rebound. Here's Miller. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Trying to take what the defense allows, but he couldn't get it to go.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Edwards flexing on him now. Bully ball inside.
The Hornets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Miller, that's for 2. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Conley, the pass to Randall. Offline with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Miller. No good. Shot missing. Nice defense from McDaniel. To the middle. Edwards against Sexton. Outside Edwards. Randall outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Randall's got 5 minutes.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start the second quarter. We've got Green. Gnipple out there with James. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Rudy Gobert talked about his objectives. He said, my goal is to be the best defender ever. And now my only focus is to win a championship and to keep impacting my team. Keep trying to make my team the top defense in the league. I think that's the best measure of an all-time defender. Back over to you guys.
He can lock it down. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. And a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert is improving his perimeter defense as well, Greg. It's helped his overall game.
Yeah, teams will look to pull him outside and test his lateral quickness. But I tell you, he holds up better than you think, and we know his presence at the rim.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. But in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Mann. Buries it from 3-point range. Mann's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Edwards against Sexton. And the basket by Edwards.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from 3-point range.
Randall kicks to DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. Plays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 11.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Mann gets the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Edwards with it. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Hornets on top. They lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
I can say I've been pumped about this tournament, especially the last few weeks. But the semifinals, we're excited, and now, here we are. The champion will be crowned. Ernie, should we have a tournament between me, you, and Kenny?
I'm all for it as long as the category is jumpers. But in all seriousness, guys, one thing I've noticed already in this game is that it doesn't feel like a regular season game. And it isn't technically either, actually. Changing things up just a bit, let's catch a glimpse of the Western Conference standings at the moment.
A look here now at Minnesota. There are some high expectations coming into the season, and they can create a lot of pressure on a team. But they said, we can handle it, and they're proving it.
Yeah, they've got the character and the talent to be a top team in the...
And that about wraps it up.
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. And it's Reed in at the 5 down low. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Clark, the future of the league is bright with the likes of Brandon Miller roaming the floor.
Yeah, I like him a lot. In 2024, he was 3rd in the Rookie of the Year voting. Chet and Wemby were the 2 guys ahead of him, and we know how good both of those guys are. I think he's in a great position to continue to grow and potentially be an all-star.
And so here's Charlotte. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
Conley scanning the floor. Pass to Edwards. Picked by Reed. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Edwards.
Look at that from Edwards, way out there.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
You can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves. There remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they've made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Miller comes in for Randall. Clark, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. The Hornets also changing it up. Diabate's checked in, and it's Knipple in for Sexton. Now here's Edwards. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 4. Over Knipple. Edwards, no good.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Miller, no luck. And it's Clark in the corner. The Timberwolves again can't hit. He gets it up, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Hornets lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Only 1 quarter left in this year's NBA Cup tournament. Fourth quarter getting going here. Timberwolves trail. On the court for Charlotte, the wingmen are Sexton and Miller. Grant Williams. And it's man in at the point guard position.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's man. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. 3. Good. good.
An improving three-point shooter is Trey Mann. He's going close to 40% for the season from deep.
Edwards. Got it. Edwards converts for two.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
And it's a big one. What a performance from long range. Remarkable.
Now here's Randall. Shoots the three. No good there. On the wing, Miller. Over by Conley. Reed with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
McDaniels. No good from three. Hornets leading by 3. Sexton fires from 19. That one goes.
A dangerous score from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now, here is Miller. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Timberwolves trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
13 feet away. He nails the jump shot.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand. Who else but Mike Conley? This guy seems to always come up in the big moment.
He kicks it to go. The big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
The three doesn't go.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
Book it.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Miller there for the rebound. And it's the Hornets ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. 16-footer dropped in.
And this is where Miller continues to improve, creating off the dribble.
Here's McDaniel. And they've done it. What a moment for this team to lift that NBA Cup over their heads. Pure glory.
It was a memorable journey to get to this point, a battle every step of the way. And you have to think this is a huge confidence boost for them moving forward. It proves they're ahead of the curve in terms of getting into postseason shape.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. We'll see you next time.